Whether you're planning a trip or looking to move or retire somewhere new, you've probably spent some time researching the best cities in the country. But have you ever thought about the places to avoid, whether it's a city with high crime, high poverty, a poor education system, or something else? There are certain cities in the US that have had a rough go at it and are unfortunately worth staying away from, to say the least. And so today across the globe, we're going to be looking at the worst cities in America. Don't miss out number 3, 7, and 10. 10. Chicago, Illinois. Chicago is also one of the worst cities in the US. It constantly makes the news as one of America's most dangerous and violent cities. With a population of 2,746,388, Chicago has a crime rate of 3,126 per 100,000 people, making it 67% more dangerous than the US average. In 2020, Chicago had 26,620 violent crimes, including 774 murders. Much of violent crime can be attributed to gang violence and conflict, which is closely tied to the drug trade. 9. Stockton, California. Stockton is also one of the most dangerous places to live in America. With a population of 322,120, Stockton has a crime rate of 4,259 per 100,000 people, making the city 82% more dangerous than the US national average. In 2022, the chance of becoming the victim of violent crime was 1 in 79, with 4,047 incidents. Of that number, there were 56 murders, 9 to 18 robberies, and 2,883 assaults. 8. Lubbock, Texas. Another one of the most dangerous cities in the US is Lubbock, Texas. With a population of 260,993, Lubbock has a crime rate that is 121% higher than the national average. In 2022, Lubbock had 5,263 crimes per 100,000 people, with 2,156 violent crimes. Of those violent crimes, there were 28 murders, 431 robberies, and 2,169 assaults. Overall, the chances of becoming the victim of a violent crime were 1 in 90. There were also 13,858 incidents of property crime. 7. Detroit, Michigan. Detroit is known for its high crime rates, which make it one of the deadliest cities in America. Out of a population of 632,464, Detroit has 5,189 crimes per 100,000. The crime rate in Detroit is 130% higher than the national average. The chance of being the victim of a violent crime is 1 in 44, with 14,430 violent crimes reported in 2022. Of that number, there were 330 counts of murder, 1,150 counts of robbery, and 11,565 counts of assault. In addition, there were 21,258 property crimes in 2022. 6. New Orleans, Louisiana. The sixth most dangerous city in the U.S. is New Orleans. Out of a population of 376,971, New Orleans has a crime rate of 5,164 per 100,000 people, making it 150% higher than the national average. In 2020, there were 5,221 violent crimes in New Orleans, making the chance of becoming a victim 1 in 74. Out of that number, there were 201 murders, 106 robberies, and 3,200 assaults. There were also 18,098 property crimes in 2020, with 2,039 counts of burglary and 3,526 counts of vehicular assault. 5. Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore is also one of the most dangerous cities in America. It has a population of 567,498 and a violent crime rate of 6,170 per 100K people. As of 2020, there were 9,532 incidents of violent crime and 18,370 incidents of property crime, making the overall chance of becoming a victim 1 in 17. Baltimore has a particularly high violent crime rate, with 177 homicides in the first 6 months of 2022. Much of the violent crime in Baltimore is gang and drug-related. 4. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Another one of the worst cities in America is Albuquerque. With a population of 562,599, Albuquerque has a crime rate of 6,356 per 100,000 people, making the city 171% more dangerous than the national average. In 2022, there were 7,552 violent crimes, including 80 murders, 1,439 robberies, and 5,592 assaults. Overall, the chance of becoming the victim of a violent crime is 1 in 75. Property crime is also a problem in Albuquerque. In 2022, there were 5,075 burglaries, 18,131 incidents of theft, and 4,165 incidents of vehicle theft. 3. Oakland, California. Located east of San Francisco, Oakland consistently ranks as one of the most dangerous cities in California and the country. Out of a population of 433,823, Oakland has a crime rate of 6,459 per 100,000, making Oakland 175% higher than the national average and 150% higher than California. In 2022, there were 5,614 violent incidents, including 103 murders, 2,515 robberies, and 2,630 assaults. Much of the violence in Oakland can be attributed to gang violence. 2. St. Louis, Missouri. The second most dangerous city in the USA is St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis has a population of 239,210 and a crime rate that is 234% higher than the national average. St. Louis has 7,847 crimes per 100,000 people, with 6,107 violent crimes and 17,399 property crimes reported in the 2020 year. Of the 6,107 violent crimes, there were 263 incidents of murder, 1,242 incidents of robbery, and 4,278 incidents of assault. Overall, residents have a 1 in 50 chance of becoming a victim of a violent crime. 1. Memphis, Tennessee. The most dangerous city in America is Memphis, Tennessee. With a population of 628,927, Memphis has a crime rate that is 237% higher than the national average. Memphis has 7,913 crimes per 100,000 people, with an exceptionally high violent crime rate. In 2022, there were 15,418 incidents of violent crime, including 289 counts of murder, 2,134 counts of robbery, and 12,484 incidents of assault. The most dangerous neighborhoods in Memphis are Shelby Forest Fraser, Downtown, Parkway Village Oak Haven, and Whitehaven Coral Lake. To determine the most dangerous cities in America, we looked at numerous factors, including violent crime rates as well as overall crimes per capita, population, to determine how dangerous each city is. We used data from the FBI's most recent crime report, as well as local and state data from 2021, 2022, and 2023.